you Good evening. Welcome back. It's been a while. It is Sunday. It is Damage Does Daggerheart. So yeah, strap in. It'll be a long, I think, recap because it's been a while since we've been here. So, are we ready, clocks? Let's
tick tock, boom.
Excellent. So, the last we were here, you exploring the cave where you first discovered Desdemona in the dips. You find the plinth that Desdemona was on. Desdemona climbs on it and starts to petrify into the position she was in when she was a statue. Pulling her down off the plinth, she comes back to herself. Intra investigates and discovers a symbol of a black circle with a dark red lightning bolts either side. Lethruto jumps up onto the plinth, but nothing happens to him. But Desdemona's gold marbling starts to glow a sort of reddish colour. Lethruto jumps back down and the glow fades. Investigating the symbol more closely, Lethruto thinks he might have seen this symbol before, but Drazik definitely saw it while moving some boxes while on a job some time ago, but also on the cart that Clara asked him to move. Desdemona, however, knows it is the symbol of Kyvre. Kyvre taught it to her many years ago, and it means it's a safe place. After hearing the name Kyvre, Intra recalls that this is a part of why she is in Mecipiyan, to find Desdemona and work out what is going on. Kyvre, the goddess of destruction and ruin, was worshipped many thousands of years ago in the city of Vesfagar in the Aglamang Desert. Desdemona then tries some meditation under Roban's guidance. While doing so, she remembers that Kyvre put her here, or sent her here, and she possibly overslept and was supposed to do something. She remembers her creation in the desert, and many years of slaughtering the squishy ones with her sisters, raiding and destroying. Being sent south to the cold, she slept until a voice woke her. Whilst remembering, her wings become large and her eyes glow reddish again, appearing looming and dangerous. And you all feel that hot desert wind for a moment. She tells you all about herself and her sisters destroying the soft skins at Kyvre's command, and that she was sent here for a reason. Intra detects the tang of magic emanating from further down the tunnel. Leading deeper into whatever this is, she moves towards it. Drazik follows, and they smell a scent of spring flowers and petrichor. Rounding a corner, they discover a multicoloured, rippling, tapestry-like portal on the wall. Every time Desdemona looms forward, the ripples of the tapestry speed up. Arguing about whether to take Desdemona outside or put her back on the plinth, Lethruto and Roban still feel that hot desert winds blowing upon their skin. Intra then throws a rock into the portal, but it bounces off. But when the ripples are faster, it goes in partially, but then falls back out. Fetching Desdemona and telling her to come with her, Intra discovers that they were right. As Desdemona approaches, the ripples stop, or go so quickly that they appear to stop, and the rock goes through and vanishes. Writing a note, Intra wraps it round another stone and lobs it through. After waiting about 10 minutes or so, you decide to leave, as there's been no response. This pleases Desdemona greatly. Tying up Desdemona, just in case, you make your way out of the dig site, back into the dips proper. Desdemona tells you all about her time in the desert with Kyvre, and how she was created by her to destroy. Repeating that she was supposed to wake up earlier, but is still not sure why. Indra also explains what she knows about Kyvre, postulating that it was an expansion of Kyvre's influence. Maybe Desdemona's sisters were also sent out? Indra remembers telling Desdemona to awaken and follow the two that found her. The fog, meanwhile, has got much thicker, and the cry of the monster you heard last time rings out once more. Recognising the cry as that of a hunter of Desdemona's sisters, tearing off their wings and bringing them home to Kyvra if they strayed, Desdemona breaks her bonds and urges you all to flee. Forming up, with Desdemona in the middle, you make a hasty exit and head back to the Ale and Flagon. As you're talking through everything, Intra recalls that the city of Vesfuegar was destroyed. And hearing the fact that the hunters ripped wings off, it gives her a strange pain down her back where wings would be. And a memory of scraping stone and darkness. Remembering these hunters were created by Kyvra and sent out after the sisters, because the sisters rebelled against her. This war between the sisters and Kyvra is what destroyed the city. She tells you all that she was actually there when Vesfuegar fell. She didn't just read about it, she was there. More drinks are had after this revelation. You all agree not to tell people about Desdemona's memories and that she should probably step away from the arena for a while. You also decide that probably more research is called for. Desdemona goes to sleep. Drazik decides to stay and watch over her. Roban and Bethruto leave together. Roban heads back to his place and grabs a few items, cleans up, sorts his arms out. Bethruto also heads home, then goes over to the Assassin's Guild to collect his money. Then heads back to the Ale and Flagon. Intra also slips away after they've left and heads up to the Scalemane's smithy, where she asks one of the dwarves to examine her back, where he finds that they have a stone core to which the metal and wood is affixed. You all eventually get back to the Ale and Flagon to spend the night. So we will pick it up in the morning. If you've reset all your session tokens and you're ready to roll, it is morning. You awaken at the Ale and Flagon. Breakfast, as ever, is available.
We can take a long rest, can't we?
Yes, you can.
1, 2.
Long rest. No armor slot needed, no runnings needed, no HP needed, so that's fine.
Okay. So, we pick it up in the morning. There is breakfast for those that want. What would you like to
Definitely
do?
have some breakfast.
Yeah. Roban will definitely have something hearty to set himself up for the day.
Okay, breakfast is brought and you are eating. What would you like to do?
Oh, did anyone find out anything interesting last night? No? Well, good chat. I'll have my breakfast now then.
Desdemona is wandering about our little hideout, collecting all of her things.
I don't think we found out too much from last night. I think Intra is still wanting to go and look some things up. Are we on Sunday at the minute, DM?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon, evening you spent in the dips.
Yeah.
Is the library open on a Sunday?
This is a really long week.
Yes, it is. Yeah, the library is open every day.
Well, might need to nip over there, do a bit of reading.
I think I will give that a miss.
Yeah, probably for the best.
I am going to go for a walk. I have this sack of my possessions that I'm holding in my hands as I'm heading to the door.
Mona, before you go, is it wise that you go wandering off by yourself? Do you want some company?
I
I can keep my distance if you don't want to talk.
don't know. I don't.
Let me come with you. It's all right. I'll head up and move towards the door with Vesta.
Okay. So
As
you
long
two-
as you're not going to the library, I could join you as well, maybe.
don't know where I'm going.
Well, I think it's wise if we try and stick together.
Okay.
Okay.
I will go with Intra then and help research.
Sounds good.
Okay. So the three of you walk out of the Island Flagon. Which direction are you going in?
Well, I'm going whichever direction they're going because I'm following them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ellen Flagon is in
The old town.
the old town?
Yep.
Okay. So I probably start walking up to head to one of the northern gates, leading out of the city.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you get up to come out of the Island Flagon, wander up the road, cross the bridge to Northgate. So in between Menders and... Has everybody got access to the map, yeah?
It's pinned in the Discord.
Okay, so it doesn't take very long to walk up to the gate. There is a couple of the city guard standing atop the watchtowers, as it were, but the gates are wide open.
Is there a reason we are coming out of the city?
I was going to leave.
Why?
I feel like my very existence in this city is a danger to everybody. I don't want to hurt anyone. And I worry that the monster that is here because of me and what happened to that dwarf, and
We are stronger together. If you leave, you will be on your own. You will be vulnerable. If you stay with us,
there won't be anyone around to get hurt.
Yeah, but you might get a few miles away from the city, have a little turn, and then come back. You know, I think Drazik's right. You need to stick with us. Your friends will look after you.
we look after each other. That is how we work.
Yes, I hadn't thought of that. Sorry, my head feels like it's been in a spin ever since we went back into the dips.
I get it. It can't be easy. The other thing I'll throw out there is if you do have a little turn, we're about the only people who'll try and
Disable you without killing you.
oh, he's nailed it. Yeah.
I feel like I would rather you just destroy me before I could hurt anyone.
Oh, don't worry, we'll stop you. But it doesn't necessarily mean we have to kill you.
I think I'd quite like to go to the to Ells Park just to meditate a bit.
We can do that.
Thank you.
Okay. So you three of you make your way back down the road towards Elms Park. It's a very beautiful country park. There's a lake in the middle. It's planted rather than a wood. It's maintained, and there are gardeners that control what grows and where it grows. So it's not like a wild wood, but it's nice. It's relaxing.
As soon as Desdemona finds somewhere calm that she wants to sit down, I'm going to wander off and find a nearby tree and just sort of hook an arm and pull myself up.
Fair enough. Yeah, easily done.
Just sort of keep a distance and keep an eye.
Sure. Yeah, that's not a problem. There's quite a few people in the park. It's Sunday morning. It's a popular place for people to walk.
There's
relax.
chocolates, isn't there?
I don't think so. No, I mean there can be if you want there to be, but I wasn't going to put them in. But no, there are people walking, meeting up with friends, that sort of thing. It's not lycra-clad lunatics first thing on a Sunday morning. This is more of a relaxing place where people go to catch up with friends. So we'll leave you three in the park. We'll come back to the Ale of Flagging with Roban and Intra. What are you up to, guys?
I think we'd leave pretty much the same time as they did, but head to the library.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
On the way, I just want to have a bit of a conversation with
Sure.
Intra. Intra, what is it you want to look for here? You seem to remember being there in the city. I forget what name you call it now. With Desda.
I had it written down.
You got it? Vesfuega.
It's for sake. It's loading in black for me.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
doing
yes,
that for
everyone.
everyone. It's really annoying. It's Vesfuega is the city you're looking for.
Oh, wait, yes, sorry. Thank you.
No,
That's
you're
very fair.
good.
Yes. Yes, I remember being there.
Do you remember anything else? Do we need to do this research, or could you maybe meditate like myself and Desda do and remember it that way?
Well, I confess to only remembering very recently that I was there. Which is strange when everything I've previously read on the topic has said there were no survivors of that battle.
Maybe that information was written to keep survivors safe.
Perhaps.
But maybe we try both. We go and find out what we can from the library, and then I'll help you meditate if you wish, and try and remember that way.
It's maybe worth a try.
Whilst we're there, do we need to search for anything for our little friend? A more defining area for them to go for this door?
I don't believe so. I am not quite sure how to detect where these cracks are in the world. Perhaps he has a way about him that would do so.
Potentially.
Although, if he knew, surely he would have found them himself already.
But maybe if we tell him about them,
Yes, narrow
he
his
might be
search.
able to. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So you get to the library once more. The same librarian is on. He's like, Intra! Good to see you. How are you?
Quite fine, yes, thank you. Just popping in for a little more research.
More reading, and on a Sunday too. Well, you're obviously on the trail of something interesting, so enjoy.
I
And
hope so.
it was Mr. Barefang, is that correct?
Indeed.
Marvellous. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
He waves you in after noting down Roban's name. So,
I can't remember what I was researching last time.
last time you were researching, I can tell you probably because I probably got the notes.
There was the topic that was completely purged from the library, but I can't remember what that was.
That was
Tell
the
me.
dips.
That was the dig.
That was the dips.
The dips.
Ah, yes. No mention of the dips.
Yeah. As you couldn't find anything at all. You looked up the Forest of Kel, and then you found a paper titled "The Myths of the Simia," which references to breaks. This was the researcher Andor Skilly. The last entry in his journal was, I found a break, I will investigate. And nobody's seen or heard from him since.
Always ominous, that. Right, I suppose this time look up, Hybray, Valfuegar, Aglamane, that kind of
Okay, yeah, sure.
area.
Yeah, I would like to help, but can I also add in that I would be searching for like maybe this battle, if there's any mention of it in Bethwagar, and also what the citizens, if there's anything there, did to defend against these, well, what I now know as Desdemona, but these absolute units.
The sisters.
The sisters.
The sisters,
They were
that's the
known
one.
as.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so as you're both kind of looking up Vestfuegar, aren't you? And Aglamag Desert. So let's have some knowledge rolls. What we'll do is, if you both roll, and then we can take the higher.
Can I try and be cheeky here, as I've just had a
certainly
fitty
try.
impromptu thought.
Uh-oh.
So as I'm
Mysterious.
helping Intra look for this stuff and everything, this has just popped into my brain, so
no.
forgive me if it's an absolute
no.
fucking audacious thing. But one of my experiences is lend me your ears. So
Yeah.
I was going to say, if I'm reading stuff and maybe I just read over something that Intra's missed, and I'm just talking to her, going through and just mumbling out bits and bobs, and it may help her.
I mean, that wouldn't help, I don't think. That's the kind of the opposite of helping, isn't it? Talking to someone while they're reading. I mean, you could do that, and I'll give Intra disadvantage if you like.
Let's not then.
Okay. All right.
However, I would like to use my reading between the lines
Yes,
skill.
absolutely you can. So
So
let's
both
have,
knowledge rolls.
yeah, both roll knowledge rolls, and we'll take the higher of the two.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Everything's coming up black.
What, even
Well, my
dice
default-
rolls?
No, you know the way like the box comes up when you're rolling, and there's the little box for the plus or minus depending on what you're adding
For God's sake.
to it.
Yeah.
The number in that box is black, so I was almost adding a +7 to my roll because I was trying to manually add +3 because I thought it wasn't adding itself.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, that also is broken.
Oh, so it's totally broken. Fantastic.
But sorry, that was a 16 with hope.
15 with hope.
16.
16 with hope,
Right.
sorry.
Mine's a flat roll because I get no bonuses, but I got a 19 with fear.
Up to you. You can take either of those rolls.
Well, considering Intra is very distracted, we can go with the 19 and say that, you know, Roban had a flash of inspiration of finding something because
Absolutely.
Intra's mostly just kind of staring at the one page going, fuck, fuck, fuck,
The way
internally.
the way you just rolled that fear over, Chaz, instilled a little bit of oh shit in me.
No, really? Gosh. So, on a 19, let's see. Let's start with Vesfuegar and the Aglamang Desert. So, Vesfuegar was a city in the Aglamang Desert many thousands of years ago. It was destroyed and ruined by... Well, none of the books seem to agree how it was destroyed. They all agree it was destroyed. Some of them have it was a great fire that started. Some of them have it was attacked by nomadic tribes from the desert. Others have it a plague struck down the inhabitants. But you find one book that it's one of those. It's kind of like a sort of semi-religious text. And it speaks of a great evil that rose upon the city. And the city itself was evil, risen by an evil god that demanded blood. And her acolytes were sent throughout the Aglamang Desert to destroy and kill. And this it gets a bit flowery, the prose at some points of saying that the one true God smote the evildoers, and it gets a bit sort of bit bonkers. But then you sort of using your read between the lines feature, you can tell that what the person is actually trying to say is her acolytes turned against her and smashed the city to smithereens, banishing the evil god for all time. It also notes that once this had been done, all of the acolytes dropped dead immediately, lifeless as statues in the desert. And that there was a great cold winter in the desert for 2 weeks, apparently. But whether that's true or not, that's just one book. The rest of them tend to see, as I said, disagree about how it was destroyed, but they're all going for more natural disasters rather than, you know, acolytes of a god destroying that god. So, general about the Aglamang Desert, it's to the north of the continent of Senembria. There are the capital city or largest city is a city called Kamar, which is just the other side. The desert is the other side of the Gedrock Spine range of mountains. Basically, as soon as you go over the mountains, it is desert for miles and miles and miles. About a third of the continent. It's huge. There are ruins. There are other cities that exist in this desert, but they are few and far between. There is a port city as well, but there's not a huge amount of information on the Aglamang Desert. It is, well, a large desert. Not a huge amount of travellers go there, but what little information there is, you do find. What else was it you were looking to give Vestvagar? Oh, Kyvre. So, there's not a lot of information about Kyvre. Her name is mentioned in an obscure text that mentions some beings of note and power. The full list is... Let's have a look. So, Gedrock the Immortal, which you obviously have heard of, Roman. Gedrock's Spine takes its name from the folktale that the evil giant was slain by the mighty warrior Tarsin. There's Tarsin the Mighty himself. Opek, god of the forests. Prosya, goddess of storm and sea. And Kyvre, goddess of destruction and ruin. There are not... There is a footnote for Kyvre that says, worshipped by a cult that built the city of Vestvagar in the Aglamang Desert many thousands of years ago. That's kind of it. Vestvagar was destroyed. This is the last that anybody had ever heard of Kyvre. Presumed killed. Presumed possibly not a god. If it was able to be destroyed that easily, is the scholarly conclusion.
Take on it.
It's not
She could have been having an off day.
She could have been, yeah.
I don't know how I'm defending her. It's just, on principle.
Yeah, there are little notes about all of the others. Gedrock the Immortal, saying that he was slain by the mighty warrior Tarsin and buried face down to stop him coming back to life. There are alleged underground temples dedicated to the fallen titan of Gedrock. Tarsin the Mighty mythical warrior who has many great deeds sung about him. Fighting pits and warriors and gladiators in general tend to offer up prayers for him before a fight or a battle. Opek, god of the forests, appears as a small gibbon-like simia to the simia people, plays tricks on people, is rumoured to have hollowed out trees as shrines, which apparently you can travel, the priests of Opek can travel between these trees without venturing above ground. There is another one, another footnote says Opek, god of the forests, is a Qatari leopard god who stalks the trees and also plays tricks on people, according to the Qatari people. Also, shrines are in trees, and allegedly the priests of Opek can move between them without being seen. Prosya, goddess of storm and sea. She's actually probably one of the better known beings. Basically, all of the sailors say that she's an albatross who guides ships, and the sailors all offer up prayers before a long journey. They give thanks to her. There's nearly always a shrine at the docks of any city you go to with an albatross, a depiction of an albatross soaring above ships. So yeah, that's the sort of information you find out.
Nothing about the battle at Veswega or what they did to protect themselves.
No, you get
Okay, that's cool.
the information that the city was built by the cult of Kyvray, and it was destroyed when the acolytes turned upon it. It doesn't look like, from what you're reading, that there are any innocent people here. Apparently, it was an evil city of Kyvray and her cult and worshippers.
With
Okay.
100% retention rate.
Apparently so.
Is there any chance you can just copy and paste that so I can stick those gods in my notes, please?
Sure. Let's have
I was going to ask as well for a list of gods, directory of gods.
You know, if I had a penny for every time a damaged campaign had an albatross god of sailing and travel overseas, I'd have 2 pennies, which isn't much, but it's funny that it's happened twice. Because the ship that the Elusive Tide was, the god the Elusive Tide was dedicated to was Alcia, who was an albatross god. It's a good pick for long journeys.
You can't really take albatrosses seriously once you see their babies.
No, this is very true.
I've just opened the chat and I've just seen my last bloody meme up in.
That would be a methodological matter. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's there for everyone.
Now to create another invisible note.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll fix that shortly.
Sent DM message.
Yep, I'm getting to that one.
Like, I can tell I've pasted a note because there's lots of red squiggly lines coming up. But I can't see anything.
Yeah. I think we'd leave and I just have a bit of a conversation on the walk back with Intra from that.
Was there anything else you wanted to research? Because you had the city, the Aglabag Desert, Kyvray.
Well, of the other stuff that's going on, can't do anything about research into the dips. Need to speak to our fairy friend to ask, what the hell have you done with Erin? Give her back.
Yeah. Okay.
Possibly need to wait till Monday to throw my career away by marching into Gasper's office and demanding to know why the library's been purged.
Okay. I mean, if you wanted to, you could go see if Gasper's in his office today.
On a Sunday?
I mean, it's unlikely that he'll be there.
Yeah, no, I'll wait till, the start of the week when he's properly grumpy.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So, sorry, you were going to have a conversation, Red.
Well, yeah, it won't take long. It was good to find that out, Intra, about all of the gods and what people thought of Veswega. But I feel like to find anything out, we may need to travel outside of the city.
And what do you think the ruins of the city will tell you?
Well, not maybe to Veswega, but to other places where information may not be. held back to us.
Perhaps, but the library here is one of the best in many cities.
Indeed, but it seems to be being manipulated by people, so we can't get the full details of what we are looking for.
That's the way of history, unfortunately. When a city is destroyed with no survivors, all you're left with is a half a dozen people to invent the cause of it.
True. But also all the information about the deeps. It's would be handy to have that.
That I intend to quiz Gaspray about. He may know what's become of the information. He may have ordered the information to be withdrawn.
Yes. Yes, maybe. If you need a hand, I can help, but it's back to work for me tomorrow, so won't be able to do much.
I'm sure you'll hear the screaming from your workplace.
Indeed.
Okay, so we'll switch back to the park. So the three of you in the park. Lasruta, you've got up, pulled yourself up into a tree to observe what's going on. Yeah. And Drazik, what are you up to?
I'll just be casually leaning against another tree.
Okay. So are either of you? I'm presuming you're both in sight range of
Yes.
Desdemona. Are you?
The idea is just to keep an eye on her.
Close enough to hear what she would say if she was saying anything?
Well, it depends how loud she would be talking. But if she was sort of talking quietly, then no. But
Okay.
talking normally, then maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you could see her lips moving as she's sitting there. She's obviously saying something.
Well, yeah, no, I'll just let her get on with it. I think she's probably just muttering to herself.
Certainly seems that she's looks like she's muttering to herself.
Right.
If you were,
It's not an uncommon sight, I'd have thought, to see people sort of quietly praying as well. That
yeah, it's probably
might be the assumption.
yeah, that seems reasonable to assume in the park. This yeah. Okay. Can you both make me an instinct roll, please? Here in the park.
Certainly can. That's a 9 with hope for me.
Okay.
14.
Okay. So 14. It's very manicured, this park. It's not like the Forest of Kelm out to the east, out to the west. It's just, it strikes you, Latruto, as very, very city. It's very ordered, and the trees are almost in rows. You can, it's just, it's manicured and nice. And as you're sitting there in this tree thinking that, there's a sort of the movement on the top of the tree as you look up, as if a bird or something had landed on it. And you look up, and there's young Simia looking at you.
Morning.
Yep, morning. What are you doing?
Just having a little sit in a tree. What about you?
This is my tree.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll let you stay, though.
that's very kind of you.
You have to answer me a riddle, though.
I have to ask you a riddle.
No, you have to answer my riddle.
Oh, all right.
Otherwise, and if you get it wrong, you have to You have to lick that leaf.
There. All right.
Okay. What's black and white and red all over?
Sunbird penguin.
Black and white and red all over. Yeah, I've got all sorts of answers.
A newspaper. Sunbird penguin. Sunbird zebra.
A magpie that's been stabbed.
Okay, it's your tree. Gone. He just vanishes into the tree tops and jumps across to a different tree.
I spent too much time with killers.
Curious now what the in-universe answer would have been.
Oh, the in-universe answer was a simian with sunburn. Because he was black and white, so. But you scared him off.
Yeah.
Never mind. So, as Desdemona, do you get any louder with your muttering?
Probably not.
No.
Probably just mumbling,
Okay.
trying to pass the jumble of thoughts in my head.
Okay, give me a knowledge roll, please, and I will have you do it with advantage as you have been reminded of things recently.
Knowledge. I'm really good at that with advantage.
Excellent. Which
Here
is a
we go.
D6.
20 with hope.
20 with hope. Very nice. So, you sit as you mumble, almost chant this phrase over and over to try and calm your brain down. There's a hunter in the dips. You know the hunters hunt sisters. And from what Intra was saying, she was there at the rebellion. So, is she a sister? Is she part sister? Is she in danger? All these things are sort of running through your head. But why would Kyvre send a hunter after you? After all, you're the favourite, right?
I'm going to stand up from my meditation
You two both see this.
and immediately start walking in the vague direction of the library.
Okay. So,
Get up and follow.
I'm assuming both of you start following.
Yeah.
So, it's really not very far from the park to Gaspraise. Gaspraise is on the edge of the park. So you go down almost directly south from where you were sitting. And I think roll me a dice of your choice and tell me if it's odd or even.
Odd.
Odd. I think you see Intra and Roban as they exit the library and start walking.
As I see Intra exit, I'm just going to kind of stare at her a bit.
Okay. Do you stop walking or?
Yeah, I probably stop walking and just stare at her.
Okay. What are you looking for?
don't know.
Roban
trying
Intra,
to-
give me a instinct roll, please. See if you notice.
6.
6. Nope.
That sounds like no.
Nope. Roban? What do you get?
I didn't hear my name. Just one, an instinct roll, yeah?
Yeah, please. No hope or fear involved, just a straight instinct roll.
17.
17. As you're walking down the road, you're having this conversation with Intra. Just out of the corner of your eye, you see Desdemona just standing on the tree line, just staring at Intra walking down the road. Drazik, Lathruto, are you two being hidden or are you being obvious with?
I'm not hidden. I'm just following along behind, but not not stealthily, just being there.
Yeah, I think you can just about see the other two as well, Robo. Desdemona
Does-
just standing there looking at Intra.
Too far away to see any facial expressions or anything?
I'll say no. No, you could see facial expression.
Menacingly worried, and what am I getting from her just absolutely staring at Intra?
Confused. As though she's trying, like, if you were close enough, you could probably hear the gears turning in her head.
I think our friend Desda may have some questions, Intra.
So I'll stop also and turn around.
Yeah,
Look.
she's just standing staring at you, looking very confused.
Shall we join them?
Yes. And then maybe head back to the Ale and Flag.
Very well.
Desdemona, Intra walks towards you.
I've tilt my head a little bit as though that will help me understand what I'm looking for.
Okay, just shift
It is
some of the
well
dogs
known.
over.
With dogs and cats.
Yes.
Looking
Mm,
things from an angle. Makes it clear.
Helps.
Not my dogs, they're asleep.
Intra,
Yes.
what are you made of?
Wow.
Gesture at myself. Wood and metal?
How would you have been there?
I don't know.
Would have rotted.
I'm not saying this is my first coat of wood. It has been replaced as I need repairs.
Something is not fitting in my mind properly. We should go back to the inn.
Very well.
So you go back to the Isle of Flag Inn, back to your suite of rooms, your little hideaway.
What
Daydreams whilst we were in the park. I thought I could. I remember hearing her voice. Ivray. She said, "Daughter, Reaver, destroy. And I'm confused by the hunter. Don't think she would send one after me. It doesn't make sense in my mind.
This city was destroyed many millennia ago. You could be considered lost.
But daughter Reaver, I was think maybe the first.
Her first daughter?
Yes.
And are you saying that your name is Reaver, or that you are one?
I think that I am one. And for some reason in my head it doesn't make sense that a hunter would come after me. I think I was the favorite. Dread to think how much destruction I wrought.
And the DM message.
Sorry.
But if it is true what we may have found out, it feels like she may send a hunter against you. In the text, there was not much, mostly about how Vesvoiga was destroyed. A lot of it was biblical and in different ways, maybe a plague or...
What's a bibble?
or things like that. But one rang true from what it seems yourself and Intra remember of. It was a fight, and you and your sisters may have turned against Kaire. But how you were in the dips was a different side of you. It was if you were back there, you were under Kaire's spell. You wanted death, destruction, to kill. But this side of you, it feels like it's the side of you that made you want to turn against Kaire. Maybe time under, or your time asleep, has clouded your mind.
Don't remember rebellion. I don't think I was there. I don't remember. My head hurts.
Then we will stop thinking about it for today. But I feel like if we do any more to find out what happened, it will either have to be at the pits or somewhere outside of the city in case you change back, which I feel is unlikely as we will not be near the depths and where it was most powerful.
Is Kyvray still active?
I don't know how magic works, but it feels like whatever was going on down in the depths, that pedestal where you came from, the power was still there. It was still active when Drazik stood in it. Is it Drazik? Someone
was
stood in it?
Lathruto.
Someone. Lathruto. When Lathruto stood in it. Can there still be power without a god?
And I hold out my hand, and this light just kind of spills out of my palm. I don't know.
And is that...
There are so many holes in my memory. I can't. I'm sorry, I don't know. I fear what I might be or what I might do.
You are awake only a short time. Memories could return to you in time.
Possibly. I'm still confused as to how you were there if you say everyone was destroyed.
Yes, that is also confusing me. It may have been that someone interfered with my memories to implant a false one.
Maybe. Can I just subtly look at Intra? And do I see any, like, telltale signs of,
Seems.
particularly on the, seams on the back in particular? Like,
I'm just going to point out, Intra does not go naked.
particularly where there would be wings or a tail, potentially, that have been covered up by
Intra
all of them.
is clothed.
That's true also.
Because clothes have pockets, and pockets are handy for holding books and research and pens.
So,
Meanwhile, Des has a sack full of her stuff.
so there's nothing obvious you can see through the clothing.
Okay.
I thought we all... Oh no, we didn't do it, did he? It wasn't us. It was at the forge, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's the Scalebones that knew.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to take it easy. I don't know if we have anything we need to do at the moment. When does the fairy need our things?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yep.
Tuesday, 2 days. Okay.
I go back to work tomorrow.
Look, I'm preparing myself for going into the dips again.
DM, is there anything that I would need to be at the pits for in the next 2 days? Obviously, I'd be there for like the training, what I need to be.
Yeah.
But,
training. No, not really. I don't think so. Not,
okay.
not unless you get called in to. Perhaps Chindra needs you to discuss something with you, but no, there's nothing particularly planned at the moment.
It's just the 7 AM training.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we all staying together still?
I believe that would be the best.
I would feel safer if we did so at the moment.
Only if we're not going to the library.
I don't think we'll need to.
Do you
yes,
tell
I
the
think
others
so.
about all the stuff that you learned at the library?
Yeah, I think after that conversation with Desda, I'd then pass over to Intra, as I think she would be able to
Give us some
articulate that much
disjointed
better.
reckoning of all the theories.
Yeah.
It does strike you, Drazik and Mecipiyan, the two conflicting tales of the god OPEC. I don't think it really affects you too much, Lathrute. You've been in the city since you were small. But you've heard of OPEC, the god of the forests. You know he's Simia. You know that for a fact. It just is.
Yep.
Drazik, you grew up in the forest.
Yep.
You absolutely know for certain that OPEC is a leopard.
Of course.
So the descriptions of them being both seem a little weird to you, the pair of you. So the day moves on. Is there anything you want to achieve or talk about or go places? What's your plan currently? Oh, we can fast forward to Tuesday if you've got nothing else to do, or
Well, I do have to scream at Osprey.
you do.
Sorry to hold up everyone who wants to get to Tuesday.
No, not at all. Yeah, I personally have nothing I can think of. We've done the investigation and everything we can. That kind of road has been bled dry because of the information what is available to us. Yeah.
Anything
Whether
anybody else
our
wants
two
to do?
dagger friendly friends have more dwarves to kill is another question.
Don't know what you mean.
You don't know anything.
In the afternoon, I'd possibly go and have tea with Andre. With the way to try and calm myself down. I don't tell him anything about the whole stuff with Kai
Are
Frey,
you
though.
taking anyone with you?
I would offer for people to come with if they wanted to.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah,
one
I'll
or
go.
more of you could go to tea with Andre in the cemetery. You can see he's been busy. The restoration work of this big church-like temple is coming along nicely. He's obviously working very hard at it, and he's very happy to see you, Desda. He's gives you tea from the obviously brewed from the mushrooms that grow in the cemetery. He doesn't really have any other kinds of tea. And tells you all about, well, when were you last here? Like 2 days ago?
Yeah.
So he shows you what he's been working on. The restoration of the bigger rooms, because he basically is living out of one tiny room. And yeah, you have is there anything particular you wanted to say to him, or was it just a quick catch up and a chat?
If this place is a temple, did it used to have a god?
Well, sort of. It used to be that this was a temple to Gedrock the Immortal, which obviously is a long myth. The immortal titan that got killed. Not really immortal anymore then. But yeah, it was supposed to be a temple to him. There are no symbols or words left anywhere. The place is basically been stripped bare. It's just a shell of a building now. So
Are you
all I'm doing
dedicating
is
it to a
restoring it
top
to
floor?
be a beautiful building for people to come and meditate on people they've lost.
That makes sense. A temple to a dead being, a place of...
Well, I'm not going to make it into a temple again. It's just going to be a place where people can come and sit in
That makes
comfort
sense.
and think about people that they've lost.
Yes. It's always nice sharing tea with you, Andre.
It's always nice to see you, actually. It's your...
You bring a bit of peace to my mind every time.
Well, you're a very calming person. You've always been very kind and very nice. And I like the way that you can fly up to the top of the building. I think that's amazing.
I do like perching
Yes.
on roofs.
I remember the first time I saw you, I was very scared. But you were very nice.
I was very concerned. I thought you were going to fall.
Yeah, well, I nearly did. It was a shock. But, yes. So you have tea with Andre. Nothing of import really happens. So if you'd like to, we can move to Monday morning.
Yeah.
Shall we take a little break first?
Sounds
Hello.
good.
Sure.
8:45. So yeah, let's have a little break and we'll come back and it'll be Monday morning. Time for work. All that sort of good stuff.
Yay.
Yay.
Suckers. Any suckers worth?
Yeah, no, you won't be going to work. Well, probably not anyway. So, yeah, we'll be back for have a quick break. Go and buy interesting things from people you really like. Is my advice for this break. So, yeah, have fun. Bye. and welcome back. So, we pick up on Monday morning, bright and early, with Roban going to the fighting pits. Are you going as well, Desdemona?
If it's training time, then I'm
Yep.
heading there.
Yep. Always first thing on a Monday. Just because she knows that you've all been out having a good weekend, so she wants you in bright and early. Work out the cobwebs, blow away the hangovers, that sort of thing. So, you let me just get my. It's remembering the accents as well. I just like half the problem. Yeah. Okay. So you turn up to the fighting pits, and Chindra is there taking as people walk in. She's greeting them. Morning, morning. Roban.
Morning, sir.
Desdemona, our newest star. Hey. So,
Morning.
I think for you two this week, right? Lots of training this morning. Tomorrow off, Wednesday back in, and then we'll put you on a fight for Friday evening. All right. So what we'll do is we'll bump you up the bill. Maybe like we'll go to like maybe third spot, and then we'll just like over the next sort of few weeks, we'll sort of start bumping you up, and eventually you get headline billing, and that's when we'll have you fall out with each other and then go against each other for the big match. Yeah, sounds like a plan, right?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll get this week's fight roster out, and then we can see who I've got a couple of ideas for who you want to go up against. I'm also going to get two you fought last week on Friday, and they're going to go on a similar path, and they're going to come back for revenge against you at some point. Okay, so it's going to be a nice sort of double layered story there. So we're going to get loads of people interested around the city. Get some people in the seats, get some money made, all that sort of thing. So get yourself out there, have a good warm-up session, then do some sparring, the drill. Monday morning, work hard.
Yes.
Yes.
Desde, go ahead. I just want to talk to Chindra for a little bit.
Okay.
What?
I shall go and find some people to wrestle with.
Yeah, there's plenty of people, just sort of some more awake than others, let's put it that way. But yeah, you can find someone to sort of work up a sweat with, do some circuit training, get all that sort of get yourself nicely warmed up so you can have a quick spar to finish the session off. So what is it? What is it, Roman? You
Are we in a fairly, I wouldn't say private, but fairly like back in corner of where we are?
Yeah. I mean, people are sort of dotted around the arena, doing different circuits, doing the workouts and things. There's nobody sort of immediately near you.
Yeah, cool. No, everything is good. It's just
Good.
what we have going on at the minute. It just keeping you in the loop. It may be that we are not here for some of these fights.
What? No. That's not how this works.
I know, but
Do you know the drill?
the last job we've just been on.
Training Monday, Wednesday.
Yes.
And then special light training on Friday before a fight. This
I know.
That's how that works.
Yes, but this is the first time any of these jobs that I have done over the years, which has been more complicated than the rest.
Complicated? How complicated can it be? What are you doing?
And I just lean into her a little bit more, and more quietly I go, well, considering that this time there is a fairy involved.
Oh. Right, I see. Okay. Which one? I know there's a few in the city, but they don't generally cause too much of a problem.
Yeah, I have been told not to say names, so we're not doing that until our next meeting. But
Right. Okay.
yes,
So, when will this job be over?
I'm
Just start
hoping
planning,
tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But
Well,
you,
don't worry about it.
you know what some of them can be like. I've just found out that they can be a little bit tricksy.
Yeah, tricksy is a good word. Tricksy, yes. Fairies are definitely tricksy.
And so I'm sure we will be there, but I wanted to give you the heads up that maybe if we are not there Friday morning, you have a backup third in place.
I've always got a backup. People get injured all
Good.
the time. You know how it works. So,
I know.
yeah, but appreciate you telling me. I'll make alternative plans. That's not a problem. But yeah, I noticed that you're here talking to me still when you should be out there exercising. You know what I mean? Go on, bugger off.
Now go.
Go on.
And she'll see Roban putting that extra effort running to the
Yeah.
center of the pits and then start sparring.
Yeah. Okay. So you two get on with your morning workouts and sparring sessions, and it's going to take you till probably about 2-3 in the afternoon before this finishes. There is a break for a meal, and yeah, that's basically your first point of the day. So, who has something to do next? Who would like to go next?
Miss D put her hand up.
Oh, right, sorry.
Thank you.
I was fiddling with something, not paying attention.
Helps to use verbal clue as well. Yeah.
So, I'm assuming you're going to gas sprays.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody go with you, or is it just yourself?
Just myself,
Just yourself.
because this is like admittance to the college proper, which I'm not sure of what the protocol is for.
Yeah, it's probably not
non-academics.
to get. I mean, you'd probably be okay taking a visitor to your office, but go to see gas spray, probably not.
Mm.
But okay, you get to. Do you stop by your office first, or do you go?
Oh yeah,
straight to
just
gas
check for
sprays?
mail and
Yep.
to see if there's the usual mail to ignore.
Yeah, there's the usual sort of bits and pieces from other faculty members just inviting you to social events and bits and pieces. There is a letter from Erin on your desk.
That gets open immediately.
Okay. So it's well, I say letter, it's more of a note. There's not really much in it. It just says intro. So sorry, had to rush. We'll be back in a week or two. E. That's it.
Can I check the flavor of magic on that, or do I need my friend?
You can give me a quick roll. You know the what's the name?
Oh yeah, I know it well.
Yeah.
No.
Give me a knowledge roll because you're analysing the magic or not of this.
Knowledge. Ooh, crit.
Yay! What crit did you get?
Double tens
Double tens.
for a total of 22.
Very nice. A crit indeed. So, looking over this note, it looks like Erin's handwriting. Or at least you sort of compare it to other things that she's written. It's not quite right. There's just a little... It's a little too flourishy for Erin, especially if she wrote something in a hurry, which this appears to be. You detect, yeah, there's definitely a slight tang, that lemony sharpness that you associate with magic. There is some magic on it. It appears to be, well, there's not. It's not. There's nothing magical about the note or the handwriting. It's the fact that it was written by a being, a magical being has written this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you got a crit. We got to honour the crit. So, you have this particular taste of this magic, because it's really weird. When you interact with the world of magic, the overarching smell or taste is that lemony sharp tang that you've come to recognise as magic. But there are different layers to it, and you can, there's a barest hint of spring flowers and something slightly darker, earthy-ish that you associate with the fairy that you've been talking to.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I mean, you can't be 100% sure, but you're kind of 99% sure he wrote this note.
Interesting. I will fold it away carefully with the hair I took from Not Aaron
Mm-hmm.
and wait for my questions tomorrow.
Indeed. So, heading up to Gaspray's office, the door is open. Gaspray is currently sitting, sort of forehead in hand, sort of reading something. It looks, on first glance, that it's some sort of ancient text he's reading. It's not one that you recognise. It looks very, it's almost cuneiform, sort of like symbology, symbols and pictograms and things like that. It looks very complicated. And he's why? Just what? Sort of looks up. Oh, hello. You must be the 9 o'clock. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Right, come in. So, the
I'll
vacancy.
close the door behind me.
Do take a seat. So, the vacancy we have is archaeological digs. Previous professor resigned. Don't really understand why. She was doing a fine job. But anyway, you come highly recommended. If you want to, when can you start?
Oh, well, I could start almost immediately, but I did have some questions about the role.
Oh, of course. Go ahead. Ask the questions.
I understood there was a possibility of continuing on the work from the previous handler of the role, but I discovered a shocking lack of research material in the library on that area.
Research. Oh, for the dig in the dips, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's been actually that's. She never finished that, did she? So, okay.
Oh yes.
Well,
hence why I'm eager to continue.
Oh, quite. We've got to have more people like you in our employ. I think that would be a very good plan. Okay, so that'll be your first task. Is to. You say there's no information on what she was doing in the dips?
Not a single book on the dips in the library.
Really? What?
None at all.
Can't be right.
This is.
Did you?
I thought you may have known about it.
Did you talk to Tomaso? She's the what do we call it? Head librarian. She should know.
I
don't know.
wanted
Have you
to
got
confirm with yourself first.
Because obviously you've probably not got full access yet because you obviously don't work here yet. So
That could have been it.
we can sort that out for you, no problem. There should be plenty of information on the dips. It's been studied quite a few times, but I think we need to do a full full study of what exactly the dips are for, because nobody could agree. We thought it was some sort of burial chamber. It's obviously not that. We're not sure entirely what it's for. People report very strange goings on, so academia, we will get to the bottom of this.
Delighted.
And sorry, your name again was?
Fucking blanked. Alba.
Alba. Yes, of course. Alba. Okay. I will get a message to Tomaso, and she will give you the tour of the library, and yes, you'll be able to research whatever you like.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
The pay is it's somebody will sort that out. Ask Tomaso; she'll sort out the details. The details is what we advertise. It's fine. You can be coming in at that, and yes, the office. I'll get somebody to show you the office that you'll be taking over.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Good to have you on the team, Alba. Very, very nice to meet you. We could do more of your sorts around here. There's one professor that doesn't seem to do anything. You know, I can never find her though. It's very strange. Anyway, do have a wonderful. He sort of stands up, and you can see as he stands, he's got. He picks up his cane as he's got a very pronounced limp. His left leg is noticeably smaller than his right leg, and he struggles to walk on it. He pulls the door open for you. So do report to the library. Tomaso will get you your access and show you where your office is. And yes, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to report in what you find in the tips.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
And he sort of limps back to his desk, sits and picks up this book again. Give me. Can you roll me a dice of your choice? Odds, you meet the real Alba coming in. Evens, you don't.
How does one do a... there we go. Evens.
So you don't see the actual Alba 9 o'clock interview coming in. So, where do you head to?
I've met Tomaso before, right?
You know Tomaso. She's a large Dracona. She's very rare in the city, but she's like a dragon, basically dragon or Dracona. She has blue and yellow scales. She's very tall, and she is very friendly.
Absolute stickler for the rules, or someone who enjoys?
She is head librarian for a reason. She likes everything to be in its place, and a place for everything, that sort of thing. She has been known to bend rules occasionally for people she likes. She seems to like you. She's not one of the ones that are sort of, put it this way, if you decided to skive off in the library all day, she'd be quite happy because you're using the library. She wouldn't care that you weren't doing anything constructive for students or anything like that. She'd be like, no, she's in the library, she's fine.
Conversations with Gaspar never go the way I expect them to.
Yeah, well, he's an idiot.
I'm getting that impression, all right.
He's just got lots and lots of money.
Sorry, the reason why I was asking about Tomaso is what I want to do is like swing by Erin's office to see if like the place has been cleared out or not, or if it's still in regard, and see what I can do. And then swing by Tomaso and get around the whole thing of, so I'm Alba now. I'm going to be drawing a second salary, but I'll split it with you.
Okay. Yeah,
and
we
see
can
if she goes for that.
see if that happens. Not a problem. You
Okay.
swing by Erin's old office. It is spotless. There are the desk has been cleaned out. The drawers are all empty. The
Even the secret
shelves,
panels are emptied.
everything is gone.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is a brand spanking new office, so to speak, with nothing in it.
Okay. So someone has cleared the book of the library of books on the dips, but it wasn't Gaspray. Or it could have been Gaspray and he doesn't remember.
Also, could be that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so on to Thomaso.
Okay, so you head to the library. Thomaso is in her office. She welcomes you in. Well, hey there.
Good morning.
Morning, Enter. How you doing?
I've technically been hired as the head of archaeology studies as
Really?
Erin's replacement.
Oh, right, yeah, because she got into some sort of slagging match with Gaspray. Pointless,
Yes.
if you ask me. Yelling at Gaspray just causes him to lose the plot. So, if you want Gaspray to do something, you just could basically ignore him and do what you want.
As has been working successfully for many years.
Indeed so. So, anyway, what can I do for you today? You need
Well,
a particular book, or you don't? I don't often see you in my office, but it's nice to see you.
well, I do need a particular book. I need to find out something that's happened in one of the collections in the library.
Right.
But also wanted to talk with you about arranging the second salary.
Sorry, second salary?
As head of archaeology.
Oh, you've got both jobs?
Not
I
under
thought-
the same name, but yes.
Oh,
Gaspray offered, I said yes.
I see. So we have an Alba down here that was supposed to be possibly being hired this morning. Would that
Oh,
be
yes.
it? Okay.
That would be me.
Alba. Okay. Yep, we could absolutely do that. Your salary as your existing job stays, and your salary as head of archaeology stays.
Obviously divided by you yourself or whatever share you're
Oh,
interested
no,
in.
no. These are two distinct and separate people. So they get two distinct and separate salaries if they just happen to be going to the same place. Obviously,
Nothing to do
you and
with you.
Alba are very close. Perhaps you even share the same address. Maybe
Then
she's
like
your
that.
new roommate. Who's to say? Anyhow, so yeah, I could do that. So you now have two offices as well?
Technically. Would you like to
I
move
mean-
into the college proper, have a second office?
Oh, absolutely not. You look around, her room is filled with books and scrolls and in various states of disrepair, and she's no. This is my office where I live, and this is my home from home. So I don't want to be anywhere near no offense, any of the rest of you.
I completely understand.
So, right. So now we have the salary stuff. So you said you wanted to look for a particular book in the collection?
Yes. Absolutely anything whatsoever to do with the dips.
The dips? Okay, that could be a problem. Well, you see, I was instructed by Gaspray to remove all mentions of anything to do with the dips. Lord Fagerson has requested the entire dips collection, so for a private viewing. We sent them over there last week. Just after Erin was pulled off the dip's dick, actually.
I see.
but I have this one last one. She goes and picks up off a workbench an extremely tattered, ancient sort of. It's just a collection of vellum that's not bound together. She says, I was trying to restore this one, but this is about the stones that move. It was a study that was done. They tried to map the dips, which was always doomed to fail. The place is just completely unmappable. But they got, and you can see that she shows you there are drawings of where all the stones are. And then on the next page, there's another drawing of the same area, and all the stones have moved. She's like, every time they went in, it was differently laid out. They would put markers on the stones. They would go back to the same stone, no marker, but the stone over there had the marker.
I see.
It was if like they were switching places. It was wild. So we all thought, obviously, when we're reading this book or this collection of pages, we thought they were just, crazy. This happened, let me think. This is what, 400 or 500 years ago, this tried to be mapped. So yeah, this is the only thing I've got left of the dips at the moment the library's collection. It's my collection.
Would you mind terribly if I took it to my usual desk to have a look through?
Absolutely, but do please be careful. She's wearing gloves. If you could wear gloves, I'd be very careful. It is quite delicate.
Of course.
So yeah, please, by all means, you may take this. Have a quick read of it. I'll need it back, of course, because I want to fix it so I can send it over with the rest of the collection. But yeah, Lord Farquharson, apparently he's Fagerson, sorry. Lord Fagerson, apparently he's one of his sons was out in the forest on a dig, and he's taken an extreme interest in the dips for some reason. He seems to think that the information that he needs to find his son is in these books.
I see. Well, thank you very much for your help. You've been invaluable as always.
You are always welcome in my office, you know that. Have a fantastic read, but don't be too long. I need to get that book put back together.
Of course, I shall be as quick as I can.
And she returns to doing whatever it was she was doing before you turned up. Fixing books, probably.
Yeah.
So you go across to one of the reading tables. There are gloves available.
Which I usually wear.
You take a look at this book, and it is literally. Actually, give me a knowledge roll, just for the fun of it. I mean, you're going to get information anyway. There's not a huge amount in there, but just to see if you can, infer anything more than
13.
13. Yeah, it is literally just a study of a small area of the dips, it's about 50 feet square, that they were obviously trying to map it, and you can see they put tape up, they discuss on what they're doing and how they're going to do it. It's a proper scientific study. You've got your method and your results and all of that stuff. They just lay it all out incredibly scientifically, but you can feel the frustration coming off the pages, because literally every time they go back in, it's changed. The markers are not where they left them. The tape is not where they left it. And retracing their steps gets to become difficult. This is almost as if the dips is refusing to allow itself to be mapped.
Yeah.
They note at one point that the fog is so thick they had to just give up for the day. They get there at 10 and they're expecting it to burn off by midday, and it didn't. So when they come out of the dips, they realise they've spent 4 or 5 hours in there in the fog waiting for it to clear, and it just didn't.
Okay. Sounds like fairy influence.
It certainly does.
That's a bit unfairy.
It's not very fairy. Okay, so is there anything else you wish to do at this point? Intro.
No, not really. Just
Okay.
get what I can from the book before I head out.
I think that's just about all you can get from that book. It's not really a book. It's kind of just, as I say, just a collection of pages.
Yeah.
But you return that to... Do you return that to Thomaso?
Yes, I
No.
cannot afford to burn her.
Okay, well, she
I will have to
controls
take some
access to the
salaries from
library.
Gaspray, but
Yeah. She controls the access to the library. Nobody else.
Yeah.
So, far from finding yourself fired, you find yourself with 2 jobs now. Well done.
it's been a weird day.
Already, yeah. So, we return to Drazik. What are you up to this morning?
I think I'll just have a long lie this morning.
Okay.
I'm getting ready for some. Oh, what?
All right. I just said, okay. So,
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by the puppy scratching itself in the background.
but that one, yeah. Bless
Yeah.
it.
No, I wasn't talking about Fiddy. I was talking about the dog.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm more of a night bird than a day bird anyway. So if nothing interesting is really happening with the rest of them, so I'd have sort of just lazed around and had a nice relaxing morning in the pub.
Righto. Yeah, no, absolutely. You could find some. There's always people that are willing to play dice or cards.
Yeah, I'd be doing something like that.
Yeah. So a couple of friendly games of cards. Roll me a d12.
Yeah, okay, I'll get a different one out for this. 7.
7. You come away with 7 handfuls of gold
Oh, that's nice.
from your relaxing morning of friendly card games, dice games. So we'll switch back over to Nathruto. What are you up to today? Are you going to your normal day job?
Yes, I will
Okay.
keep up appearances.
Okay, so let's go. Okay. Oh no, I've forgotten her name. Oh God. Ah,
Switch. Oh, Daya Bucklets. Is that
Daya.
what you're looking for?
yeah,
What is the?
at your day job, not in the.
That's
Pet
yeah,
store.
that's the owner of my day job.
Okay.
But I also speak to Nishteen next door, who runs the animal.
Yes, the animal sanctuary. Okay. And if I could remember their accents, that would be great, wouldn't it?
That's up to you.
Okay.
Give them new ones each time if you want.
Yeah, I may have to. So, as you go in and see Daya, she's like, good to see you. Right, so what we've got is, I remembered her accent. She was West Country, I remembered. So we've got, I'm glad to see you, nice and early. Coffee machine is fixed, so that's good. Because, no, yeah, it was fixed in for last time, wasn't it? Right. Okay, sorry, get distracted. So, there is a cave miracle with gold poisoning. It's coming from next door. It's really quite serious. So, if you could get scrubbed up, ready, we need to get that done. So, if you could, I'll assist. right? It does look as though we're going to need to do a blood transfusion and possibly a bit of surgery, see if there's any gold left in. So yeah, so that's we're going to have to knock it out, and then yeah, do your magic, you know.
What? Yep, I've remembered my accent now because I've got a nasty habit of slipping into yours whenever we talk.
Oh yes, I noticed that.
Well,
That's very flattering when you do that. I like that. It's funny.
I-
I know quite a lot of people do that when they talk to people. They pick up their accents. It's like a sort of social
Yeah.
mirroring thing, isn't it? It's really quite
It's
interesting.
a
I
way for
think.
people to connect with each other.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like you know you change your accent to like be more friendly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everybody does it, but a lot of people do. Anyway,
No.
let's get on with this surgery. So she goes back with you. Both scrub up. I would like a. Let's see. I would like a finesse roll, please. And this is. Yeah. It's gonna be touch and go for this little cave burgle. He's really
Poor
quite
little
well.
fella. Someone mistreated
Yeah.
him.
They gave him chocolate gold coins, didn't they?
What'd you get?
But yeah, it's 19 on the dice for 21.
With hope or fear?
With hope.
With hope. Excellent. Take your hope, sir. Awesome. So 21 with hope.
Oh, I couldn't possibly take any more. I'm full of hope.
We'll soon sort that out. Okay, so you start the operation. The blood transfusion is going well. You at first it's quite difficult to get him unrolled, but as you put him under, he does relax, and you're able to do the surgery, and you do find literally lumps of undigested gold in his stomach. So as you're pulling those out, so right, I think if we can get it all out, I think he'll be all right. If we, close him up and then we can like monitor him for a few days,
This poor fella.
get some carbon into him, and then I think he'll be good. There's some coal as well. I think probably coal would be a good or something like that. Get some nice sort of sedimentary rocks as well. Just sort of damp it down a bit. So your surgery is successful. We will have to check back in the next few days to see if the little cave burkle pulls through.
It's hard to wrong play through the chuckles. And like, I did this to the poor fella.
Indeed. So, you've. She's more than happy. I don't think we've got nothing more scheduled for today, but can I get you at the normal place if we need you? Just in case I'm thinking that we've been very quiet and it's not normal. Normally we're a little bit busier on this, and I'm just a bit worried.
Yeah, I've headed off earlier a couple of times last week.
I know. And don't get me wrong. I appreciate all of the work you do here. You're the best surgeon we have, but nobody's bringing the animals in, so it's kind of this is good, obviously. But it does just worry me a little bit that people are not bringing their animals in, or
I'll put my ear to the ground, see if I can.
Just because I normally when I come to work in the morning, right? Normally when I cross over the bridge, I see like cats and things like just hanging around down there, chancing their arm, getting a fish out of the river, or whatever. The past couple of days, I ain't seen any of them. It's really weird. I don't know if you've noticed it, but there's a distinct lack of small animals around.
Yeah, I haven't really noticed it per se. Just my my free time. But yeah, no, you
Well, if you
mentioned
keep
it.
an eye out, like, because like I'm just because all right, a few stray cats go missing, but if you notice, so it's like birdsong is less as well. So like, my friend was, she said she went for a walk in a park the other day. It was quiet. There were no birds around.
When I saying that, do I recall that from my trip to the park yesterday?
I'll say, yeah, you did. You did find it very quiet in the park.
Now that you mention it, I was in the park yesterday and I didn't hear anything.
Right.
I met a young simia in a tree. He was all right, but I didn't hear any birds.
Yeah, I mean, that place is, I know it's a bit, a bit sort of sterile with the way they laid it
Yeah.
out, but it's quite nice, for a walk and all. But yeah, it's just a bit bizarre. Like the cats have gone. I mean, they might be somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe they found a better fishing spot. But it just seemed like the smaller animals in the city are like not around at the minute.
I'll ask around, see if I can.
Yeah,
Find
if you
anything.
would, I've been asking my friends, and they're saying that they don't think there's as many cats around, and the birds certainly are very quiet. So I'm just thinking maybe we've got a predator of some kind hanging around that's like eating these cats or scaring the birds off. I did hear right that there was a ghoul in the graveyard. Apparently it sits up on top of the buildings at night and it swoops down and spooks people. That's what I heard. That I did. Maybe there's something weird living in the cemetery and it's coming out and eating stuff. I mean, it's just a rumour, right?
Yeah.
Still,
It's nothing. I don't think there's anything to that.
no, it's one of them rumours in it that goes around every now and again. Oh, things in the dips are coming to eat us all.
Oh, of course, I've heard that all my whole life.
Yeah, indeed I have.
Just a strange old fog.
Yeah. Well, they do say it's a dangerous place in there, but, sensible people, we don't go in there, do we? What we won't go in there for? People go missing, it's well known fact, that is.
Yeah. And now cats go missing.
Yeah. You don't think
well-
they're like going in the dips and not coming out again?
Well, cats are pretty smart animals, aren't they?
Normally,
they don't
yeah.
really, blindly walk into danger.
Yeah. It's weird though, isn't it?
Yeah, they might slip off things. They can be a bit silly like that, but they don't like.
Yeah, I mean they're like.
Not en masse anyway, not like
No,
this.
I mean you don't mind one or two, disappearing, being daft. Ginger ones, they're especially mental, aren't they?
Yeah.
Love them. Anyway, I'll let you go, and I'll contact you if there anything comes in. You have a fantastic day then.
Okay. Sorry, I was just thinking about my favourite things about cats.
They are lovely.
I like it when they fight and they just go bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
on somebody.
They are silly though. I mean, they're lovely creatures, but sometimes they can be a bit willful. Some of them, pushing stuff over and that. But it's easy cure, isn't it? Just get a big box and off they go.
Right. Well, I'll be off. You're a good egg. I'll catch you soon.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted about his nibs in there. See how he does. But I reckon you've done it. You've done your usual magic.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow anyway, so I'll check on it.
I know. I see you tomorrow morning then.
Yeah. Ta-ra.
See ya. Do you head back to the island flagging? Is that where everybody's sort of convening for the afternoon? Unless there's anything else people want to do.
What time would my usual shift be at the Wall's End?
Wall's End, you normally get there just before 5. Start at 5. It's very quiet till 7, 8 o'clock. Especially on a Monday, it's a pretty quiet day.
Yeah, I'd probably, after finishing at about 2ish, then at the pits, I would head back to Ale and Flag, get freshened up. And I just want to get there a bit early just so I can speak to Rinian.
Are you stopping and chatting to?
Yeah. I'm just saying I will be go back to.
Yeah.
I will
After
go back.
Yeah. Okay, so you get back to the Isle of Flagging. I believe everybody has reconvened there. So,
is there any in the whole Daggerheart scene any sort of upgraded weaponry and things like that? Because I recently came into a little bit of money.
So you want to go perhaps buy yourself a shiny new toy?
I might go see the Scalebanes.
Sounds like a plan.
But I'll go back to the Earl of Flagging and I'll have a chat with people and I'll say I'm off there if anyone wants to join.
Bad news, though, the Master Weapon Split is Scalebane just came to an unfortunate end.
As far as I was aware, Chaz,
that
the weaponry really only scales with level. So you can get it, but whether you could use it or not, obviously, would be at your discretion and what you could do.
Yeah, I mean we can work that out. That's not a problem. So
we can pick up with that next week if
yeah we can do. Give me a time to research that.
Yeah,
the weapons aren't tied to level.
No, I don't think they are. I think you can just buy them.
Because you can just buy them, and the main change they make is the damage modifier. So if I'm looking at, say, my arcane gauntlets, right now they do 2d10 plus 3. 2d10 is because I'm level 2, plus 3 is because I have plus 3 strength.
Yeah.
If I went for the tier 2 arcane gauntlets, which are the improved arcane gauntlets, I would be doing 2d10 plus 6 because it applies double my strength.
Yeah.
And then the tier 3 ones is plus 9, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make a huge amount of difference in terms of that. The plus 1, plus 2 as they are. There might be some other special ones that do other special things, but I don't know about those.
Yeah. So I can sit and research that for next week. That's not a problem.
Sure.
Okay, so you're back at the Isle of Flagging. Yeah.
So I've fucking hell. I've been listening to you do
You just
it's so bloody difficult not to do it, right?
When you do that West Country accent, everybody wants to do it. I don't know. It's probably just like because it's really friendly.
I know, right?
What I was going to say to her was about like when I slip into this accent, I was going to say, well, or maybe I'm just a master of disguise.
So, what is the plan for tomorrow? We have our meeting.
Well, the meeting with our gentleman friend is not until tomorrow evening.
Yes. Will everyone be needed there? I just need to let Rinian know if I will not be at work.
I think it would be wise if we're all there. And perhaps there will be other questions that others can think of. I know I certainly have more questions for him.
I think they will understand, as they were the first ones to put it on to this job, and this is where it's led.
Indeed.
But it would be quite nice not to keep skipping work, as my funds are running low.
Well, if you need anything,
it was fun to skip work.
It was, don't get me wrong, but yes, making more coin out of what we do would be better.
I can't argue with that.
Well, yeah. And if you need anything, Roban, then Jazik's got loads.
Apparently so.
Yes, at good interest rate, I can lend it to you.
Yes, of course, of course.
Bank of Drazik. I like it. So, is there anything else you want to discuss before you all split up and do your things again this afternoon? Or
Are you popping to the inn tonight, Dexter?
No. I was thinking of doing what I like to do and listening to the Wall's stories. They're always entertaining.
Yes. I'll obviously be coming back here, as we're all staying together for the time being.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you do come, don't go wandering alone. Obviously, I can walk back with you, but yes. I'm sure the Wall will be there to regale you with stories of times past.
I'm almost certain that half of them aren't true, but I wouldn't say that to his face.
No, I don't think anybody would, but they're still fun to listen to.
Has anyone noticed? This may sound strange, but has anyone noticed small animals going missing? Like,
DM,
hmm,
have we noticed a lack of small animals around the city to what there usually would be?
would you normally pay attention?
I think I would be, me personally, would be quite. I'd be on the lookout. I'd be my eyes would be darting about, and being
Okay.
my job and what I do, I would be quite aware of my surroundings.
Okay.
And just for flavour, I think there will be a constant risk of birds trying to land or remove moss for their nests.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the two of you have noticed, certainly, Roban, on your walks from your home to the fighting pits and the Wall's End, you normally see cats hanging about or even the occasional stray dog, but past week or so, very few. Indeed. Intra, you haven't been used as a repository for nest building materials for a while now. So yeah, there's a distinct lack of small animals in the city.
I'm sure the most annoying thing for an automaton is when seagulls try and steal your chips.
Well done, well done.
That was yeah, well done. Yeah.
Inspiration.
Okay, so you can. I mean, you do know that the best place to go look for animals, stray cats, birds, seabirds, is the docks. There's always cats down there. If there are fewer cats than normal down there, the people that work at the docks would certainly know.
Strange question, yes, Lefuto, but now you mention it, yes, my eyes haven't been darting about with the movement of cats and dogs in probably the past week.
Yeah, when we were at the park yesterday, no birds. I didn't hear them anyway.
That's true.
And yeah, Drazik, I'm sure you kept your eye on birds.
I prefer them barbecued, but the little ones in the trees are just too much bother. Too many bones, not enough meat. But no,
Something else to
there was something. It was very quiet.
yeah. Another little thing we need to keep an eye on, I think.
Yes.
There are occasionally events where cats and dogs will fall from the sky, although it is apparently quite rare.
I think that's one of those Bibble things I was talking about earlier on.
Yes, that's just a saying.
Saying what?
It's a metaphor or something.
I've not heard one of those. Is that some kind of creature?
Don't they put those in mazes?
I thought it was something that was very tasty with gravy.
That too.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to end that there before this gets any more ridiculous.
What are we talking about?
We're just hitting our stride of ridiculousness.
I think that's a good sign that we've gotten back into it.
I think
Yeah.
we might have gotten back into the swing of things. Yeah. So, but yeah. Right. Well, that was jolly good fun.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well done all. It took us a bit. I think it took me a bit to get back into the rhythm of, you know, the NPCs and the city vibe.
We
But
just
yeah.
had to make you run the gauntlet of accents.
That's all you needed to do, really. Make me do silly voices. That's just like 90% of my job. So, but yeah, I had a brilliant time. We learned some things. We have,
Nothing went the way it was expected.
no, Intra has now got 2 jobs, but neither
Yep.
of which she appears to be actually doing. So, and yet she still
I
gets
mean, I'm
paid.
technically going to be investigating the digs.
This is true. This is true. You will have to go back into the dips to be able to do that, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, talk with the fairy first, and then go like, "Why are you trying to forge my friend's writing? What have you done with her? Give her back."
That could be interesting.
I don't know about you,
Sure.
Ms. D, but it raised more questions for me that is it Gastro?
Gaspray.
Gastro.
Gaspray. Gastro.
Gastro.
Close.
Gaspray had the thing what Chaz pointed out, had a noticeable limp, where hasn't said that before about any of the meetings, whether he stood up or not is a different question, but also his absolute forgetfulness of that he ordered to get the book, or did he order to get the books taken out, and now he's let you research it again.
That's the tricky thing about, changelings or shapeshifters.
I do wonder whether we're due for a heist at the Ferguson's place, though. If we would
Yeah.
There's so many things pointing that way, and it's like, fucking nobles.
We could also
Like, why
burn.
couldn't they just go to the library like a normal person?
We could burn the library down.
No.
They would solve all
The
our problems.
opposite of what we
No.
want to do.
I might be able to help there.
Well, burn the library
burning
down.
the library.
No.
That seems a bit extreme,
Well.
Fiddy.
It does.
Right. Anyway.
But
If only you had a prodigy shirt on.
yeah. Sadly, I don't have one of them.
Oh gosh. So So any conspiracy beard theories going on? We haven't done conspiracy beard for a while either, so that's always good to find.
Well, something's eating all the little animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's potentially something to do with us. Obviously, I think it is, but I don't think it's the hunter, because we found out that it can't leave the dips.
The dips seem to be where all of the freaky shit goes.
Mm-hmm.
considering that that's where Desdemona came from, it's where she was put. And that's where the hunter came from.
And where you nearly went on a murderous rampage against all of us.
Ah,
I mean,
Same
murderous
potato.
rampage.
I'm looking forward to whether we get screwed by bloody Mecipiyan, whatever his name is, the fairy.
Master
Dryala. Mecipiyan.
Dryala.
It's like, what?
It's from Superman. He's another wordly beer.
Yeah, I think I might be the only one to actually pick up on that one.
I knew I knew it. I should have guessed knowing you it was Superman.
Yeah. Well, DC, but yeah. I feel like there's only, and you're a very good talker, Misty, in situations like that, and you're very good at not getting caught out. But he does seem like the biggest. I mean, don't get me wrong, bloody in the last campaign, your tailed friend was a bit of a dick as well, but I feel like Dryala could be an even bigger dick, and I think we could be spending some time in the fairyland.
I think the biggest problem we're going to have with Dryala is that their main motivation is shits and giggles. So
yeah, that's the biggest problem.
It's one of the biggest problems in dealing with things like these.
It worries me that we're giving him a way to get back, but in doing so, he then knows how to open those rifts all of the time.
I get the sense he doesn't necessarily want to be here. Is the thing.
And
also, I think there is something greater at play than just him.
Something I've just remembered. Something did
like that
poke my interest at the time. But Chindra, whilst I was speaking to her, also said there's a few in the city.
Well, yeah, Fairy is a playable race in Daggerheart.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You forgot about that.
They're typically insectoid, much like Lack from Pirates.
Okay, I take that bit back then. Chindra's cool. But yes, that's my little input. I'm more. I feel like we've had a good run of luck and what we've found out and what we've done. I just think this could go worse than we're all expecting it to.
Since I'm not able to predict anything at the moment because I was absolutely certain how things would go, and instead I walked out with 2 jobs. And it's like, something is going very strangely here.
Yes.
Now, at one point, we went and raided the secret base of some people stealers who were feeding them to some mysterious cold creature.
The ice zombie that Dryala had.
Yeah.
That Dryala has. It's still alive somewhere in the city.
Yes.
Is that now being fed cats and birds instead?
Possibly. Well, that's what I was thinking.
It wouldn't last very long.
Oh my.
Well, when suddenly your kidnapping operation can no longer bring warm bodies to you, you've got to find what you can. Just don't bring the Burkle anywhere near Des. She will freak out.
Cool.
That's a good point.
I gave the Burkle up once, and I might see if I can look after it now. Fix the problem I created.
I had to throw that back at you. I just had to.
Of course you did. You wouldn't be doing your job right if you didn't.
That whole scene with the Burkle, I saw the cutest comic yesterday that reminded me of the whole thing. That was a person who drew a comic of like they were out walking and they found a kitten that was badly injured and they brought it to the vet. The help in the vet was like not terribly positive about its prognosis, and they left the kitten with the vet and they went home and they were thinking about and what they're going to do because the vet said it has to be fostered. I was like, are they going to be able to foster a kitten? What, they get attached to it? It needs to get a pretty good chance of it's going to lose a paw and all this. And they went to visit after surgery, and after surgery the kitten was all happy to see it. And saying like there's only one thought that went through their head at that point, which was just like crap. And then the final panel of the comic is like a picture of the person's laptop screen where they're drawing the comic. But there's a kitten poking its head out from behind the laptop. It's like, so that's how that story ended.
Yeah.
That's, I believe the internet refers to as the cat distribution system.
Yes.
That's the one.
You don't go out and get a cat gets you.
Yes. You have been assigned a cat.
And I do genuinely love the way that they just sort of bap things.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a fantastic phrase. Let's see if I saved it to my phone.
Right. Okay. So we're kind of getting off topic of
Sorry,
the game, which is absolutely fine. But we, of course, will be back here next week, barring James doing what James does, disappearing off to assassinate members of high-ranking government.
He's gone to war with MG by next week.
They don't know what they've let themselves in for. So, yes, we'll be back
James
here.
has a particular set of skills, we know
He
this.
does, which we're not allowed to talk about on stream. So, we'll be back here next Sunday for the next episode. We'll pick it up. Will the Burkle survive? Tune in, find out. If you liked it, fantastic. Let's do more of this. If you didn't like it, however, well, off you fuck.